morning and welcome back to 11 News Saturday morning.
Yeah, we'll get to all of our top stories and more in just a moment, but we're going to take a look outside. It was foggy earlier.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have some rain later and even possibly some thunderstorms.
But every now and then a peak of sun.
A peak of sunshine. It's like all the things.
Kind of have everything this morning.
Mixed
Dalencia,
bag.
what are we in for?
Look, we're in for a wet start to the day, so bring the rain gear with you. But like you said, we'll see a peak of sunshine, and that's what can fuel a few thunderstorms later on into the afternoon. Right now, looking at that rain moving through the region, it's pretty steady out there, even heavy as we look into parts of Carroll County. But moving into the next few hours, just keep in mind that things can be on the wet side. Our temperatures are in the 60s and 70s, so it's a mild start to the day, and we only get milder from here as we get into some warming into the afternoon, especially when we get that sun. Right now, looking at 71 at BWI Marshall, 75 downtown, 68 in Ellicott City, and the 70s in Frederick and in Westminster. We're going to be between the low 80s and the mid 80s by this afternoon. Again, you can see some sunshine and that 20% chance. That's when we can see a few thunderstorms bubbling up in the area. I'll time it out for you and let you know more about tomorrow's storms in a few minutes.
Well, still ahead, Dalencia has a check of the weekend forecast. Storms could be on the way.
Yeah, they sure could be. Stay with us. You're watching 11 News Saturday morning.
Yeah, and those storms could be here by later on into the afternoon. Before then, though, we could see some sunshine. I'll tell you more about your forecast in a few minutes.
Now, your WBAL-TV 11 weather forecast with meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins.
Good morning and happy Saturday. We're looking at some rainfall in the area right now. So if you're starting to head out and about, you will notice that it's wet out there. So take your time, especially if you're along the highway where we're seeing these yellow spots here. That's the more heavier rainfall that we are seeing. So just south of the city, if you're along 95, you may be experiencing some heavy downpours right now. 71 is the temperature at BWI Marshall and downtown. The low 70s in Timonium, the upper 60s in Eldersburg, Frederick in the 70s. And again, it is wet out there, so it may feel a little sticky and humid as well. So we're going to continue to see rainfall over the next few hours. The morning hours are going to be wet for us here in the Baltimore Metro and along the western portions of the state. You're starting to see that drying side moving into western Maryland there, but this is really when we're going to see the bulk of the rain for the day. As we move into the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, we have low chances of rain, but that's when a few storms could bubble up over the region. So you just want to keep a way to stay up to date on weather alerts as we move throughout the day, because that 20% chance could hold a thunderstorm. And as we move into the afternoon, these temperatures will warm up into the mid 80s, so it is going to be very toasty. Again, with all the moisture in the air, it will feel humid as well. So we're going to see that rain start to taper off as we move into the lunchtime hours. Here's Futurecast showing that rainfall again moving out of the area. We will see some sunshine by lunchtime, and then there's that bubble up of storms that can move on through. Cloudy skies overnight, and then some showers will move in for the morning hours. Another wet start to the day, and then some heavy rain and thunderstorms. These will be stronger and more severe in nature, will move through into the afternoon, starting in southern Maryland and then clipping parts of the Baltimore Metro and onto the eastern shore. So keep in mind, if you're headed to the beach, things can really get quite active with those storms even there on the eastern shore. Because of that, both today and tomorrow we have impact days. Tomorrow is again going to be severe in nature, so keep in mind that those thunderstorms will be here. We'll dry out as we move towards the midweek and warm up into the 80s. We'll be right back after the break.
Well, Father's Day is coming up next week, and the Orioles will be back in town. We have a special guest this morning, the Oriole Birds, joining us. Yes, to take a look at these special Father's Day giveaways. If you can't tell, it's very cool. Even look at that. Very cool on the inside, the detail that we've got going on there.
Yeah, Sunday, June 15th, the first 15,000 fans will get this straw hat presented by WBAL. Kids run bases after the game, and there's also a Father's Day package, 2 tickets, and this cooler for just $99. You can find this deal on a full detail on the website. This is really cool. I love this.
Yeah,
All right, I know
love
my
this
dad would love it
lunchbox.
too.
You can always use like a nice cooler. The hat's cool. That's going to keep you cool as well.
Yes.
Love the inside detail on there. Very nice. It's nice to go out and cut the grass, go to the
Yes.
beach, all kinds of
Fishing.
things. Yeah, keep the sun off you fishing. Yeah. And don't forget, you can also vote for your favorite Orioles players to go to the All-Star game. You can vote up to 5 times a day. You can find a link on the Orioles website. We always love when you come in here. You bring cool stuff. Yeah.
Let's go.
Thanks for joining us. All right, we're having fun with the bird, Jim. We're going to send it over to you.
Listen,
Live, local, late breaking. This is WBAL-TV 11 News Saturday morning.
Good morning and welcome back to 11 News Saturday morning. Thanks for joining us. Have we gotten rain on like the last few weekends?
we really have. Our guests are coming in with raincoats. So
Yeah.
what's it looking like out there?
Yeah, it's wet and soggy right now. So raincoats or umbrellas, that's a good idea if you're starting to head out and about for your Saturday morning. We're seeing some heavy rainfall north of the city now. So just moderate to heavy and pretty steady across the area. That's going to be the case for the next few hours. We will get a peak of sunshine, and that could fuel some thunderstorms for later on today. And it is going to be hot and humid as well. Looking at 72 right now at BWI Marshall, 74 downtown, 72 in Westminster and in Frederick, still in the 60s in Ellicott City. Moving through the next few hours, we're going to warm up into the low to mid 80s. It is going to be, again, hot and humid, and then we'll have a 20% chance of those showers and thunderstorms that could bubble up into the afternoon. I'll tell you more about what we can expect today and tomorrow in your full forecast.
Now, your WBAL-TV 11 weather forecast with meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins.
Well, hey there, we're seeing a lot of rain across the area, so if you're starting to get out and about, do make sure you have the rain jacket with you, the rain boots on you, and the umbrella, as we're going to have rain for the next few hours. You may see a peak of sun towards the lunchtime hour, but then there's going to be another chance for some showers and thunderstorms later on into the day. So taking a look at our radar and temperatures right now, we're seeing the heaviest rain stretching between the city and Perry Hall. So in between Timonium, if you're on I-95, you may notice some heavy rain there on 695, that is. So just notice that it's going to be, steady with the rainfall for the next few hours. 71 is the temperature in downtown Baltimore, 72 at BWI Marshall, in the 60s in Eldersburg and Westminster, the low 70s for Timonium and in other parts of Baltimore County. Now we're going to continue to see the rain, but some drying is on the way. We can see that starting to move into Garrett County out there. So just deal with the rain for a little while, and then this is going to be our greatest, or at least our highest percentage of rain for the day. We are going to lower with that percentage as we move into the lunchtime hour, and that's when we could see some storms bubbling up here and there. So a 70% chance of rain for the next few hours. Temperatures will make their way into the low to mid 80s, so it is going to be quite toasty and humid. But taking a look at that rain, it'll be out of here by around lunchtime. And then that's when we could see partly cloudy skies in the area, but those sunshine, those sunny pockets is what could fuel some storms to move through. It will be isolated in nature. Not everyone is going to see it. It's certainly not all at once, but we'll have another round of widespread rainfall into tomorrow morning. So another wet start to the day for our Sunday. And then that's just going to stick around for much of the day. It's going to be wet, soggy, and then there's going to be a chance for thunderstorms, some of which can be severe in nature by tomorrow afternoon and evening. That will last into the overnight, heading on to the eastern shore as well. So if you have plans to head to the beach, keep in mind that thunderstorms will be possible by the ocean. So 73 is going to be the temperature there, falling into the 60s for the new week, as there will be a chance of rain each day, even at the beach, but here back at home as well. Have impact days on for both Saturday and Sunday because of that chance for showers and thunderstorms. We dry out towards the midweek, and that's also when we warm up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WBAL-TV 11 News Saturday morning.
Good morning and welcome back to 11 News Saturday morning. Today will be a great day to go to the library when the rain starts coming down. Cuddle up, cozy up with a nice book.
Good book.
Book by the window. Oh yeah, that would be nice. At least while it's still raining. Once it gets sunny, you might want to take advantage of that sun. There is a chance that we can get some sunshine. That will fuel our chance for storms later on into the day. But right now, yeah, this is the time you want to be inside. It's looking quite wet across the area. If you're driving, take your time on the roadways as we're seeing some consistent rainfall across the area. Now, it is going to start warming up, and we're looking at a mild start already to the day. 72 at BWI Marshall, 74 downtown, 72 in Westminster and in Frederick, and we are in the 70s along the Eastern Shore. By this afternoon, we're ranging from the low to mid 80s for this afternoon, and that 20% chance of rain, that's when we could see a storm or two bubbling up later on into the afternoon. So our greatest chance for rain is actually right now. It will dwindle a little bit as we move into the afternoon. I'll tell you more about what we can expect as we move into tomorrow in a few minutes.
Now, your WBAL-TV 11 weather forecast with meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy rainy start to the day. If you have to head out and about, please take your time on the roadways as there are some spots of some consistent rainfall. You see it right here along I-95 around Edgewood, Perry Hall, Martin State area. If you are traveling northward or southward in that area, please take your time as there is some heavy rainfall right there. Otherwise, we're just seeing some consistent rain across the Baltimore metro. Temperatures are still in the 70s, looking at 72 at BWI Marshall and downtown, 70 in Timonium, Perry Hall, and still in the 60s there in Westminster. A wider view of things, starting to see the rain break apart a little bit out in western Maryland, even into parts of Carroll and Frederick County. We're starting to see that breaking apart a little bit, but still, I would keep the rain gear close by even as we move into the afternoon, because even though you may see a peak of sunshine, there will be a chance that a few storms will bubble up, and that's what we're seeing, that 20% chance there for. Just some showers and thunderstorms can pop up across the area, so you don't want to be caught off guard. So make sure you have the rain gear with you. We'll see some sunshine today. That will help temperatures to warm up into the low to mid 80s, and so it's going to be very warm and humid, and that's what could fuel those storms. Mostly cloudy skies tonight as we fall back to the 60s. Here's the futurecast, just timing out the rainfall, widespread rainfall again across the area. We are going to see that rain break apart as we move into the lunchtime hour. Around 3 o'clock, you should be seeing some of that partly cloudy sky, and then there we are seeing those storms. Again, very isolated in nature, a 20% chance that can move through the region. This is paused at the morning hours on Sunday. You see rainfall across the area, so it's going to be another wet start to the day, but then some storms will move in, and these storms could be severe in nature as it moves from southern Maryland and clips part of the Baltimore metro, so you want to be weather aware for tomorrow, and even those storms can make their way onto the eastern shore. So tomorrow is going to be a day where we could see more severe storms. As far as today, you just may see and hear a rumble of thunder, and that's when you want to head indoors for sure. Both days impact days, just to keep you aware of what's going on in the forecast. Tomorrow Monday should be a drier day. Temperatures will return to the 70s, and then we'll warm up by the midweek.
Well, is it raining, pouring, the old man is snoring?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Dad, wake up.
Yeah, right. Oh, and Father's Day being a week away.
I gotta get him a good gift for Father's Day. Look, we are seeing some rain. Janine, stop making it worse. We are seeing some rain right now. We are going to see some sunshine later on. Looking at an impact day for both today and tomorrow. We have some chances for storms tomorrow as well. Now, tomorrow's storms could be a little severe in nature, so make sure you stay up to date on weather alerts as we move throughout the day. Drying out through the midweek, and we warm up to the 80s.
Mr. Jenkins, go on, send that phone call, that text message to her. I know it's coming.
I got a good gift for you this Father's Day.
You're ready to go. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Have a great day. Stay dry.